Well, it's that time of the year again when faculty are getting their courses ready in K-Sit Online for a new semester full of students. And at this time of year, there's always issues that arise, a couple questions that typically occur that I wanted to talk with you about. My name is David Swisher, and I'm the Instructional Technology Specialist for the Salina campus of Kansas State University. And I look forward to showing you a few pointers here. Okay, here's the sign-in page for K-Sit Online. You can get to this by typing www.online.ksu.edu, and this is what you'll see. If you have been here before, you know to sign in right here on this purple Sign In Now button. But before you do that, I want you to take a look at the note right below that. It says K-Sit Online version 9.0 was released July 18, 2009. That's significant because there have been a number of improvements and updates and advancements in this version of K-Sit Online since you probably used it the last semester. And if you want to know more about that, in fact, I would recommend that you do check this out. Click the link right below that says Release Notes. Here you'll see a listing of all the improvements and changes that have been made since the last version of K-Sit Online. And some of those improvements, in fact, the majority of those improvements come from suggestions by users just like you, faculty, staff, and students who work with K-Sit Online and have suggestions and ideas for improvement, which is why we have our own homegrown version of a course management system rather than one of the commercial ones that's slower to respond. Okay, here is the page that comes up as soon as you've logged into K-Sit Online. And you'll notice that this particular instructor has one course listed here. This one is called Graphic Software Applications, and he's an instructor for that course, but there's also two more that show up where he's a student, and that's ISIS training, where that's the grade submission program, and you'll definitely want to check that out if you need any input or information about how to prepare and submit your grades in ISIS, and then also research help at K-State Libraries. Those two student courses are defaults for every user of the system. So into the course we go. Now, there are two issues that this instructor has run into that are common for everybody when a new semester starts. One is that the name of the course has changed from the one you see here, COT 299, and we've got abbreviations for Graphic Software Applications homepage. And also, if you check the roster by clicking Tools and Roster, you find, whoa, big red lights that say you don't have any sections for this semester. And there are no users, so you don't have a roster. Well, this isn't too hard to resolve. Let's walk through that. First of all, we have to create a new section. And you see this link here where it says click semesters and sections in the menu? Let's do that. Let's click semesters and sections. So this particular instructor has taught this same course in spring of 2009, summer of 2009, and is now preparing to teach the same course in fall of 2009. But you'll notice that unlike these other two semesters, which have a section listed underneath, this one, the current semester, does not. If you need a custom semester, in case the one that's listed here, the one in the green bar, is the current semester that's available, if those dates work, then just simply click the Add Sections link, and we'll go there in a second. If you need something unique, for example, a distance education course that's only a week long or an 8-week course or something like that, you would create a custom semester. Otherwise, we'll just click Add Sections to Fall 2009. And usually it pops right up there. Okay. This is the Add Sections page. You can call your section whatever you want to call it. And for this particular instructor, he's been using the semester name itself, so we can do that, Fall 2009. You might call it Tuesday, Thursday, 1 o'clock, or you might call it Saturday evening, or whatever. You could even say the weird group and the fun group, or whatever terms you want to use to keep your section straight. No one but you as the instructor will see that, or others who have instructor status in your course. What gets a little bit confusing for some of our faculty, especially for our adjunct and distance education faculty, is you might wonder, why would you need to create a section if it's already got a semester? After all, there's spring, there's summer, there's fall, each one has one. Why not just have that be the semester? And you have to realize the philosophy behind this. We have instructors who teach multiple sections of the same course. For example, an Introduction to Literature class might have 5 sections taught by one instructor. One might be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11. Another one might be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12. Another one might be Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4. And then there might be some Tuesday, Thursday sections too. And the same instructor will want to use the same course content and the same tests and assignments and all those activities for all those sections, and yet keep the grade books separated by section. So that's how we handle that. So now that we're in this Add Sections page, we've given it a label, call it whatever you want, just so that you know which section you're talking about, and then you need to add the class number. We used to call that the course reference number. I believe in ISIS that's now called the class number. It's usually a 5-digit number which is unique to that particular class, and when you enter that, what that does is it connects with our roster system so that everyone who has enrolled in that class will be linked to that number, and so they'll show up in your course roster, and changes to that master roster will also be reflected the next time the course refreshes. Every 24 hours the system refreshes, and so if a student has added the course or dropped the course, those changes will be reflected. So then we've got Fall 2009 as a section label, class number, we click Add, and it says we've now created a new version of the course. If we want to copy all the assignments from the previous semester to the fall, we click Continue. In this case, we do want to do that. Okay, our sections have been successfully created. Now we'll close, and we're back in here. Now you'll see we have a section for Fall 2009 as well as for the previous ones. Now, up here in the corner, you can see where it says Fall 2009. That's the section I'm looking at right now. If I want to review a different one, I would click Change, but that's where we want to be right now. So now I go to Tools and Roster. And you'll notice that all of the students who are enrolled in this course are now available. So that is how you prepare a new section to be offered for a course that you've already prepared in Case It Online. Now the other issue that came up is he wants to change the name because the course has been renamed. And here's how we do that. We go back to the home page. Let's go to Tools. And down here under several other special options, we've got Course Settings, Basic Details. Here's where you would change that. We go to the course number. You can assign that whatever you want to call it. And the course name has been changed to, it's still called Graphic Software Applications, but the course number is now CMST 115. Graphic. Okay. What appears here on this basic details page is just what shows up in this corner, and when your students log in, what the title that shows up there. That particular information is unique to your home page and your organizer. It's not mandatory that it perfectly match the master database. And I should also point out, in this field in here, you can type a welcome message. Obviously that's not the one we want, but you can say, greetings students, so glad to have you back, welcome, your first assignment is, or your textbook is, here's where to order it, whatever you want to say there. You also have the option of recording an audio greeting. And in today's tech-savvy world, a lot of students appreciate getting an audio greeting from their instructor, so they have a voice to listen to and kind of get a feel for what the instructor's like. You're welcome to do that just by clicking that button there. And it runs the setup wizard. To do that, click the button to say hello. You can play, pause, and stop. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now, but hope you'll experiment with that and see if it might improve the experience your students receive. But we're done now, so let's click Save. All right. Now you'll notice up in the corner, the name of the course has changed. It is now CMST 115 with the same name. We now have the new section. And if we go back to our organizer, it should show up with the new name. And this would be very similar to what your students also see. Of course, they'll have whichever courses they're enrolled in. So there's a couple resources for help back at this homepage, this KState Online homepage login. If you're using a lot of multimedia, your best bet is to contact David Swisher, that's me, at KState Salina Media Services. My number is 785-826-2628, or email media@sal.ksu.edu, because I can help you get interactive graphics and videos and things like that set up in your course. And if you do anything like that, you want to get this readiness test run. That will check your computer's capability to play multimedia. But more importantly is this green button here that says IT Help Desk. Please tell your students about that, and please feel free to visit it yourself. KState Online offers live chat, email, phone numbers, and an actual physical presence on the Manhattan campus for assistance dealing with any kind of technical difficulties using KState Online. You are more than welcome when you're on the Salina campus, or if you're working with Salina's continuing education, you're more than welcome to call me and I can assist you. But you can also have 24/7 support by contacting this office. Well, almost 24/7. So hopefully that gives you a better feel for what needs to happen to get your new section set up for the fall. If you have any questions, give me a call, 785-826-2628, or media@sal.ksu.edu. Thanks for working with us.